Hello guys, welcome to a new Ace Eyes podcast. And today I'm finally joined again by the one and only Ben. How are you doing, Ben?
Hello guys, yeah, I'm doing quite well, Max. How about you?
And we are not alone with Ben. Baruch is returning. How are you, Baruch?
I'm good, very good, thank you.
So, what took you so long, Ben? Can you explain us?
Yeah, I have in my personal life. It's quite busy. I'm still a student. I'm working next to that, and then I also have a girlfriend. So yeah, I don't have a lot of time to either play games or record a video that takes 2-3 hours to record. So my apologies. My apologies. My apologies, but I mean it will be vacation soon, and then I'll have plenty of time again.
Well, girlfriends are deadly, I suppose. They take away all your time.
Nah, it's not that bad.
I'm lucky that Baruch is here to help me with the podcast, because if I would need to do it alone, that's basically a little bit useless, because most of the time podcasts are with multiple people.
Just like a rambling video, like you talking for an hour or so.
Yeah, there's a comedian that does it, just on his own, a podcast. I forgot what his name. I'll send it later, but it's also a little bit boring. Or I've seen one of his episodes, and if you have a guest, it's way more fun.
Yeah, you can jump from each other for conversation. That's easier. Mm-hmm. If you have to do it all alone, you will need to have to constantly speak and constantly come up with new stuff in your head. And then it's basically, you could just do a normal video or YouTube video, I suppose.
Yeah, a prediction video or something. Yeah.
So that is actually what we are going to do today. We're going to do predictions for the Xbox Showcase. We're going to do predictions for the PlayStation State of Play, which has been announced last week. Oh no, just a few days ago, I think, 2 days ago. And the Summergamefest show. But first we will as always, do our Ace Eyes update. The problem is there isn't really much to update you guys on, because there haven't been a lot of games released, at least that I am interested in. And the last game that I played was Tiny Tina Wonderlands. That's out now for a month almost.
Yeah.
But I will tell you guys, I was planning to do a review for Tiny Tina, but I can't. I don't like this game.
Yeah, but then just do a review and say it's bad.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. You can have my quick opinion here. It's like a 6 out of 10 type of experience.
But is it bad as in you don't like it, or is the game just actually
No, it's bad as in I don't like it. My personal opinion. It's not a bad game, but it's some of its design. I talked with Baruch in the previous podcast. They basically do this D&D kind of game, and they change Borderlands into this Dungeons and Dragons thing, and you have your your main character, and you have this new overworld. Do you know what an overworld is?
Where you
in JRPGs, if you imagine a game board in Dungeons and Dragons, like a physical board, but then in a world map, shall I say, in a video game world.
I understand.
Yeah. So you walk around on this map, and you have random encounters, like an old RPG would, random encounters. And for a shooter, that just is a little bit that doesn't match together well. In my opinion. Yeah. And the problem is also you see the same battle stages multiple times if you are in one specific area, and that gets more on the repetitive stuff, and you see it too much. So that's my main issue with the game. But there are some cool stuff in it. You have some really cool... they basically replace grenades with spells, and you have so many spells, and you have ice spells, fire, even like dark magic, where you can harvest blood and from your enemy, and you get health back, stuff like that. So there is cool stuff in that game, but there are
Sounds
some
pretty interesting, though.
Yeah, it is, and I guess you should try it. Maybe you like it more than me.
It's like the Pokemon games.
Yeah, but then in a first-person shooter environment, they place you always in this arena kind of thing until you kill all the enemies, basically.
I think they should have done it instead of not seeing your enemies. If you see at least one enemy and you walk up to it, and if then a battle occurs, then it's more instead of out of nowhere this happening.
Yeah, that I know. With just seeing enemies on the map, that would have been better. And also just more varied arenas, because if you see the same arena in 2 hours, you're getting sick of it, you know? So,
It's just sad.
yeah, no, sorry. Did you want to say something?
No, I don't know. Wait, what were we talking about it before that?
Yeah, that was just a quick thing I wanted to mention that I played. So the problem is
Size update. Sorry.
the problem is there aren't a lot of big games releasing until July. In July, you have Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I will definitely play that because I am a fan of that series and I will review it. But a lot in between is indie games. Some indie games are interesting, but there isn't anything that grabs me. That's the problem, basically.
Okay, yeah.
So this period is just really dry.
A bit boring, actually, though.
What?
A bit boring.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of stuff was in the early part of the year, and then all the rest is in the last part of the year.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. But okay, okay.
What was the other game? I think there's a second one coming out. That on the Switch that you mentioned, Ben, or you played it at Max's house.
Oh, Triangle Strategy, you mean?
That one
from the depths of Octopath Traveler.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it has already been released. It was in March, but I skipped. I actually skipped it, and maybe I should have bought it because the demo. I played the demo and it didn't grab me immediately. So I was like $60. I guess I should wait for a sale maybe. So
it's pretty much the same as the last game, though.
Yeah, this one is a strategy game compared to the turn-based JRPG stuff.
Is it not turn-based?
It is turn-based, but it's a strategy setting. So you have these big battles, and in the previous game was more of a Japanese RPG, like a Final Fantasy kind of thing.
I think. Oh man, I would really like to play this game.
I have seen good stuff about it. It has a really good narrative and story. It's only a little bit slow from what I've seen in the reviews. So I do recommend trying it out for yourself.
Is there a demo or something? Because I
yes,
remember
and I've told you.
Like, but this demo was from before the game.
Yeah, there's also a newer demo, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just search it up on the Switch. I mean, it's called Triangle Strategy. I believe still.
Okay,
there's a review of it now in the chat, so you can see it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's a good game though, from what I've heard. I think I will also buy it when its prices drop a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with those games though, I want to make a game similar to that, but then without.
Yeah, I would as well, but it takes so much time, and I mean it's so difficult.
Game development is difficult, Ben.
Yeah, I know.
But you don't make a game in a week, so
Yes, you do.
maybe if it's like a clicker game, you could do maybe do
cookie
that in a
clicker or
week.
something. You can make it in like 24 hours or something.
But not like a strategy game.
No,
Oh,
because
man.
you have to like program an AI, and I don't know about you guys, but that's very difficult.
Yeah.
Programming an AI, yeah, it really is.
Because you also have
that's-
to program the movements first for the characters.
Yeah, but like animation is one thing, but like AI, programming AI, we at school have like a separate how do you call this in English?
A course?
Course, yeah, for programming AI because it's so difficult.
Oh,
Okay.
that's cool.
Yeah, of course. That with deep learning and or what? Have you taken the course?
No.
Okay.
But
Maybe
AI is, I believe, different for games than like artificial intelligence, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't have any knowledge on that. So,
I think it's just a response. It's the same. If you press A for the same as your character, it would walk. But then, I think it's easier to do with a strategy game, but a real time game, I think it's more difficult because there will only be so many options for. I'm saying it's easy, but I have no idea actually. It would be too difficult.
yeah, I've heard cool stuff about that game. So,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. So when it comes to reviews, I will get back to it eventually. I was also just very busy with my new channel, Get Rekt, which just reached 150 subscribers today. I saw.
Oh, nice.
So that's pretty cool. Its growth is faster than my main channel, Mr. Maximum. So that's pretty cool.
We haven't uploaded
very
on
cool.
Mr. Maximum in a long time, so.
Yeah, that's true. But I have some ideas and projects that I want to do for Mr. Maximum as well, as when I get the time. So I've just been very busy with Get Rekt. Ben has been very busy with school, and Baruch is luckily there to help us. So probably for the next podcast, we will see if we can get Ben again. If not, I will just do it with Baruch again, I suppose.
Oh, we could also invite. Sorry, Ben, but let me. What's the other guy's name that once came as well?
Bram.
Bram, yeah. I think it would be funny with him as well.
That might be, yeah.
Bram has zero knowledge of games.
yeah, doesn't have any knowledge. But it's funny though to have them though as like a proxy. He's just sitting there and he's saying yes. Very interesting.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a foursome that. Ben.
Oh, by the way, like a small alert, our website has been like temporarily shut down because we got like some sort of attack, like
Russian.
no, not Russian. I can't remember, and I got an alert for it, and it said like if you continue with your website, like the host where the site where we host our website from said like we give you a warning because if you continue with your website and you have like this content on your website, you can get in trouble. So I made the decision to get the website offline and like search for a solution for it. But it's quite difficult.
If you take it down, are they gonna take your domain name at all, or?
No, because our domain name is still reserved, but the website is just at the moment shut down.
Is it because of spam that they took it down?
Yeah, it is some sort of attack, and there were just some stuff on our website, that was That's fucking illegal, man. So to like not get in trouble or something, I just got the website offline, and I'm actually actively searching for a solution, but it takes time.
You can't personally like constantly check on the website and delete the bad comments, or
No, but normally it should delete them it automatically, but I don't know why it doesn't. Like I also have a how is it called? Like you have to prove that you're human, like a puzzle something. Before you actually can put a comment or something under our articles, but it seems to bypass it. I don't know.
Very intelligent spam.
Yep. Maybe it's all the Russians,
that's an IQ test.
because there were a lot of Russian links and stuff under our article. So yeah.
Next time.
I already was like questioning why it was offline, but
yeah. And then I'm also planning on searching like native English speakers or people just like who live in Great Britain who have knowledge of games and just want to like make some small articles for on the website. So the website is more active and I don't have to do it on myself. But then we have like like IGN or
different reviewers,
PC gamers or like a more active website.
Yeah.
So we can also post it on social media.
It's too difficult. I'm doing all the social media and video stuff, and Ben has to do all the website stuff, and it's too much.
For two people, I think. Yeah, I think we just like were too how do you say it in English? Yeah, like too positive or something in the beginning that we thought like
too optimistic.
Two of us.
The same with the AI, or it would look too easy to make, but it's actually not.
No, it's very, very difficult. So I am actually planning on like going on a recruitment spree or like in on Facebook in these gamer groups, like actually making a post saying if people are interested, contact us, and we can actually like build up a small team for. Maybe also help Max with making videos or someone who can manage social media so it can also take some work out of his hands so he can like focus himself more on like specific things he can do. So
But for the
I can
website,
tell you the podcast. Sorry, Baruch. You go first.
For the website, for the reviews, is it only for new games, or could you get people for old games as well?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, it does matter. I think Max also agrees. Like there should be an article for new games, but we maybe also can do like a segment.
Old school,
we were talking about retro gaming or stuff, and like
the old Doom games.
Yeah, or something like that, and not like make a review for it, but like you make an article about it, why you should play it again in 2022 or something like that.
Okay, yeah, I understand, yes.
Okay. It's still a review, but then just worded differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. The thing is, the podcast is actually pretty easy to edit. So if I can get another editor, that would be great. It's I just record a MP3 file of an audio file, put it into Premiere. I put an overlay screen through the whole thing. I edit the parts for the chapters, shall I say, to put a picture or video on it, and that's it. Render that in 720. I usually do that in the podcast in 720p because people only listen to it, and it's also a very large file. It podcasts from like 2-3 hours. That's a few gigs worth of video, and then upload it. So,
but maybe I can do the podcast if it's not too. I also then put some extra videos into it, and for example, a little trailer of the game that we were talking about.
I will learn you Premiere when I'm in France.
All right.
It's pretty easy. So
Yeah, I used some kind of video editing software before, but not Adobe.
Yeah, a Windows Video Maker.
moving maker.
Or-
That's
or you-
it's actually you guys are laughing, but it's actually a pretty handy tool for if you are a beginner.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I used that software when I started out YouTube. I didn't
Oh,
had
yeah.
Premiere for my first videos, so
Oh, okay.
of course Premiere is a professional software, so you have to learn stuff, but it's not really that hard.
No, it isn't. No.
So yeah, we are actively then searching for people. I will get back to reviews at some point. Especially, I will do a review for Xenoblade, but that will take some time before it's going to release in July. And I will personally be very busy around the June period with a lot of gaming news coming. So I have to make videos for Get Rekt. That's all we have, right? I guess for the ASI's update. Or do you have anything else?
No.
Okay. Then we should start with our predictions. I guess we are going to start with the state of play, right?
Yeah, sure. Because it's like a small event.
Yeah, it's I think 30 minutes in length, the live stream itself. So one special thing to note for this state of play, there will be only third-party games, which means no God of War, no Spider-Man, no Sony exclusive, like Sony studio games, basically. For the only exception is for VR. There could be Sony stuff for the VR. So, for instance, Horizon has a VR game that they are working on. Horizon Forbidden West has like a VR spin-off. I don't know what it's called.
Do you think it will be something like the Skyrim or? VR?
No, it's the Skyrim one is a port. They are actually going to make a separate experience with a new story.
No.
Okay.
It's a totally new game.
Not like a first person instead of a third person.
No, it's first person as well. From what I know.
No. I mean the VR it would have to. The old Horizon only had third person, so it would only have to have. It would need to have a first person kind of.
They make a first person Horizon game. I don't know how that's going to work with the combat, but you will probably be able to shoot the bow like in Skyrim, maybe with hand motion controls or something. So yeah, let's start. How are we going to do this? Every person just like on its own, or
actually, I didn't look yet for the games for PlayStation. Third party. Can you give us any hint?
let's just go. I think it's better if we just discuss every game that's possible, not just go on turns.
Yeah.
I will lead mostly. I think the biggest one that we can expect is Final Fantasy 16. The reason for that is in June is the 35th anniversary for the Final Fantasy franchise. I made a video on that on Get Rekt, and there was another news bit a week ago where the producer, Joshi P, he is the producer and director for Final Fantasy XIV, the popular MMO, which is very raved, by the way, in critical reception. He said, yeah, we are almost done with the development of Final Fantasy 16. It's in the final stages of development, and we have a new trailer ready. And he said that in a live stream for totally something else, and I think he got in trouble for it. So I'm sorry for this dude.
Yeah, he got a spanking.
Yeah, so I'm expecting Final Fantasy 16 there, and he said like a year ago almost, we are going to show new stuff around spring, and June is technically still spring. So yeah, that's why I think it's there. And also another director, Tetsuya Nomura, who does Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy VII, he said also to expect Final Fantasy VII stuff. So we might even see a teaser for part 2 of the remake. Maybe. That's just a maybe. But I think Final Fantasy 16, that's almost done. So what do you guys think of 16 being there? Any chance?
80% chance.
80. That's pretty high.
Yeah.
Fine. I think I don't think so.
You don't think it's there?
Maybe 20% then, 10%.
Okay.
It's such a big game that it would be maybe Final Fantasy VII, I think, but not 16.
The remake.
You mentioned the second remake or what?
Part 2 of the remake. The Final Fantasy VII has this big project that they are remaking the game in modern graphics, but the original game is split in different parts because they are making the worlds bigger with more lore and new story stuff that wasn't original in the original games.
Yeah, maybe not even that one, but I think Final Fantasy VII more than Final Fantasy 16. Okay,
so you think then the remake is there?
Yes.
That could be.
And Max, which one do you think?
No, I do think 16. I've seen also rumor. Yeah, you guys don't follow all that stuff.
No.
I am more in the industry rumors. That there's also a rumor. I made a video on it as well. That Forspoken, which is also by Square Enix, that might get delayed if Final Fantasy 16 is ready for release. So that they would place Final Fantasy 16 in a November, shall I say, release date, and then delay Forspoken further to 2023, because the critical reception of journalists and also the public for the gameplay was pretty meh, basically. So they need some more time maybe to for development to put that back in the oven, shall I say.
Yeah.
I think it's likely the 35th anniversary. That's pretty important. So, and I can tell you, Square Enix loves their anniversary stuff. They did that for Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts had that 25th anniversary in April. Bada bing, bada boom, Kingdom Hearts 4 announced. So,
okay.
They love their anniversary stuff. I do think 16 will be there. And he also said, the producer said that he wanted to show Final Fantasy 16 closer to release when they have something more substantial to show. And that's why we haven't seen it for over now, what is it, 2 years since, or 1 year since the PlayStation 5 reveal, I believe. We saw it with the Hogwarts Legacy reveal. So it has been some long time.
A game they might talk about is The Last of Us.
Last of Us, yes.
Remake.
That's a good one. You think it's going to be... no, but that's a first-party game, though.
All right. But it looks like a simple game, though. You know, not so much, just a world and a story.
There are actually rumors for one, which I also made a video on. So that's going to happen, The Last of Us remake. But I think, yeah, it's hard because they need marketing time for it. They can't just wait until September when the showcase is rumored, so I'll say the big one, and then show it off for a November release, because that's too short. 2 months of marketing time. So that has to happen earlier, as well as God of War. They will probably drop a state of play around end of June or July for God of War and The Last of Us remake, respectively each. But that will come, Baruch, a Last of Us remake.
Yeah, maybe that in the. So I think the only 2 games will be Horizon and Final Fantasy VII. Even though they're first parties, but.
Yeah, you mean then the VR version?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Horizon VR.
That's a pretty realistic prediction. What about you, Ben? Are you positive for like the Horizon game or Final Fantasy?
I don't think they will show something about the Horizon VR experience, like new VR game. I am actually quite positive that they will show something about Final Fantasy. Listening to your rumors and your explanation, it seems very plausible for them to show something. But you also mentioned Hogwarts Legacy.
Yes, I'm positive that will also be here.
Yeah, that's same for me. I do think they will show something about some more gameplay, because they actually quite recently released a trailer for the DualShock haptic feedback.
Yes,
that's linked with Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
Maybe they will like show it how it works in real time, like linking it with some gameplay and stuff. So yeah, I'm actually quite positive about Hogwarts Legacy being there on the PlayStation State of Play.
I think they will do like a release date trailer with a story. I think it's a story trailer that they will show.
Okay. Yeah, that's also
that's my own speculation.
Yeah.
Also, we know that Hogwarts Legacy have exclusive marketing with PlayStation, so it could show up at PlayStation. But the wild thing about all of this is Jeff Keighley can be like, "Hey, PlayStation, I want God of War on my show. I want that, and you can get like the logo because it's your game, but I want that for my show," and that could happen. They have done that stuff last year with the Summergamefest with Horizon. Like there was a new Horizon Forbidden West trailer at his show, and even Ratchet & Clank. But that the same thing could also happen for Xbox, and he could be like, "Hey Xbox, I want a trailer for Starfield." He is powerful enough to do that, and the reason why PlayStation and Xbox agree with that is so that they can get more new viewers from other sources.
Yeah.
So that's the difficult part about prediction. These type of predictions, we can see at both. It could very well be that Final Fantasy 16 is not at the State of Play, but actually is at the Jeff Keighley thing. That could also happen.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah.
Because it's also still in June and in the like anniversary month. So that's the thing. But because of the exclusive marketing, the chance is higher at PlayStation. I have another theory as well. I made a video about Silent Hill and Metal Gear. And there are very interesting rumors. There's actually even a leak. Have you guys seen the leak for Silent Hill?
No, but
There were actual like screenshots leaked for a Silent Hill game.
Okay.
So we know it's in development. And I could see Silent Hill appearing on the PlayStation event as well, but also Jeff Keighley, because he has this relationship with Kojima, and I think Kojima is busy with a Silent Hill game through licensing.
Yeah.
And the Metal Gear thing, I saw a rumor about VR integration for a Metal Gear remake.
Okay.
And that's interesting because they mention there is also VR stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
What if the new Metal Gear remake is exclusive to PlayStation with the VR stuff? And I'm going even further. Have you guys seen the rumor of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 having VR stuff as well?
No, I haven't seen it.
And that is also maybe then at this event. And we know in the past, Call of Duty has had marketing stuff with PlayStation as well. So,
Wait, Gears of War, do you not mean Metal Gear Solid?
no, yeah, Metal Gear Solid, I mean.
Okay. Gears of War is the Xbox.
No, I'm not talking about Gears of War. That's
we're talking...
just pure.
sorry.
No, that's pure... that's pure Xbox exclusive. I was talking about Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, yeah, but it's also first party, so I don't think that one will come in the...
No, Metal Gear is third party.
That's not
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's such a... It's like Tom Clancy, high quality game.
No, Metal Gear is done by Konami.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Tom Clancy is Ubisoft.
Yeah, I know those, but compared to that game, they're quite similar. And
Yeah, they are quite similar. They're both stealth action titles.
Isn't it Splinter Cell and stuff from?
Yeah,
That series, yeah.
there's supposed to be a remake in development of Splinter
Yeah.
Cell. But I don't think that's ready for a long time. We will see that in maybe a year or two. That's not ready yet.
Okay. Yeah.
At least I believe so. Ubisoft is going to focus on the pirate game, Skull and Bones.
Oh yes.
We haven't seen anything from Ubisoft, like an announcement for when they are going to show stuff.
No, the last thing we heard from them were with the leak from Skull and Bones.
Yeah. So maybe they will show their stuff at PlayStation or Xbox showcases then, and not do like anything themselves. I don't know.
Where do you think the leaked gameplay footage was supposed to be for? Was it supposed to be for a PlayStation Player of State or Summergamefest or?
I think,
or something just on their own, maybe.
I think it's something on their own.
Okay.
I don't think it's supposed to be for these like. I could be wrong. Maybe Xbox secured a deal with Ubisoft for showing off Skull and Bones. Could be the case. Yeah. I have no idea. Isn't Ubisoft Ubisoft Plus on Game Pass or something?
Not yet. I think there was a time that they were talking about this, but I haven't heard anything.
It was with PlayStation.
I don't know. I only do know that Assassin's Creed Odyssey is now on Game Pass. So, but that doesn't mean anything because it's only Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
No, I think I saw a rumor that Ubisoft Plus will also go to Game Pass. I think it's with PlayStation, with the new premium subscription service they have. That Ubisoft Plus is included for classic Ubisoft games.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Clancy and Ghost Recon.
Yeah, and like the first Far Cry's and Assassin's Creed. I believe.
Oh, that's nice on PlayStation.
Yeah. So, Ubisoft is a wild card thing. I don't know what they're going to do. We haven't heard anything for them. So, yeah, what was I talking about? Metal Gear. I think there's but that whole rumor could also be fake. It's just a wild card thing that I'm throwing in that could happen. It might be fake. The Silent Hill stuff is more real. That has been leaked. And there are like 3 studios working on 3 different Silent Hill games. all of a suddenly Konami is waking up. Hey, make games. You are a game publisher. They haven't made a good game in years. So
from this Metal Gear Konami guy, he hasn't made it.
Yeah, their last game was Metal Gear Survive after the Phantom Pain, and that was so bad. It was like a zombie game where you had to defend like a base, and you had to defend it from zombies. But zombies are not part of Metal Gear, so that was one of the weirdest shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are just fucked after Kojima left. Kojima held that publisher together, so I think they are going to license their stuff so that they can make some kind of revenue that way, because they aren't doing anything now. So
yeah, but it's just one guy that left Konami.
Yeah, but he's important. Kojima
He's not important at all.
He made Metal Gear and Silent Hill, which
He's a nobody.
He's responsible for those franchises, and those are literally the biggest franchises Konami has. Konami has been lazy, shall I say. Ben, what do you think of like Metal Gear or Silent Hill appearing there?
Metal Gear, it's difficult. I would like it though, because I actually played Metal Gear. Which one was it?
Phantom Pain, probably.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, and I actually really, really enjoyed it. Silent Hill, I'm not really that. I don't really know much about Silent Hill series, so
no, me neither. But I'm starting to learn because all those leaks, and it has so many fans. I didn't expect that. Yeah.
No, okay.
So I am curious now to see the old Silent Hill games if they are good games. But do you remember the PT demo from the PlayStation 4? That was for a Silent Hill game that got cancelled with Norman Reedus. Before Norman Reedus did Death Stranding with Kojima, Kojima wanted to do a Silent Hill game with the Walking Dead actor Norman Reedus, and the demo was so scary with the hallway. You know what I mean? The hallway.
Yeah, that one I actually played as well with the hallway.
Yes, that's Silent Hill.
Okay.
That was so scary.
I didn't like it.
Isn't Silent Hill the one that also with the giant vampire woman?
No, that's Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Oh, okay. Same, but different.
Silent Hill is
They both have monsters and stuff.
Do you guys know these like nurses with the big boobs?
Yeah.
And the face that's like cut off?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's Silent Hill.
I know. Resident Evil. They kind of look so similar, though.
Yeah, they are. They look very similar.
Like the Resident Evil movies, they have this zombie with this thing on his head and a giant axe who's breaking into the prison. You guys know that? Have you guys watched the Resident Evil movies?
No. I only play the games.
Oh, okay. The movie is something with zombies and stuff, isn't? You must have seen one of the movies.
Yeah, all the Resident Evil games are with zombies, from what I know.
And then there's special zombies, and I just looked up Silent Hill, and there's this villain with a triangle.
Yeah, the Pyramid Head. He's called. Yes, he is a very famous video game monster character. Yeah, I know him outside of playing Silent Hill.
I've seen him, I think, or also in Resident Evil, though. Wait.
Pyramid Head?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but I only played Resident Evil 2,
he's also
7 and 8.
I think.
maybe
okay.
I have no idea if there's like a pyramid head in Resident Evil. So Ben, you are not sure on a Metal Gear, then?
No, I'm not sure about it. No.
No. Now
It could be. I'm not saying it won't, but
I'm not sure either, though.
okay. Yeah.
I am more sure of Silent Hill, but I think that's Jeff Keighley's show, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else we could think of? Resident Evil 4 remake. I could see that happening at PlayStation stuff as well.
Okay.
That has been rumored for a long time that the Resident Evil 4 remake is in development after 8 would release. They already did remakes of 2, 3, so 4. That's natural that they would also do that. Yeah, and I think that's all I could think.
Yeah, that's it for PlayStation. Yeah.
Or are you guys? Do you guys have any idea?
For PlayStation, no.
No. Baruch, you?
No, I don't. Last of Us. Okay. No, I don't have any other.
Okay, then I guess we are done with PlayStation. Let's go to the Summergamefest predictions. I think we will see BioShock.
That's possible. Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
Because it just got for free as well on the Epic Games Store.
I need to claim that actually still. That's good that you mention it. I totally forgot.
Everything and the DLCs.
There has been a new BioShock in development since 2018, I believe. I've seen so many rumors of it. It will be in Antarctica, I believe, in a like snow ice environment city. Maybe partially underwater like the first game. Have you guys played BioShock?
Yeah, wait, on the Xbox 360.
Maybe the newest one with the Cloud City.
It was in the clouds, yeah. It was
Infinite.
Yeah.
I think that's also my most favorite one. But the first one is really good as well. In the underwater city.
Yeah,
very atmospheric games.
Yeah.
I think it's in development by a new studio under 2K called Cloud Chamber. And they have been working on that. And I think we could see that on Jeff Keighley's show.
Oh, that would be interesting.
That's like a heavy prediction, though. I could be very wrong.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any predictions?
Yeah. I want to do my predictions because I'm not really into like rumors and stuff. So I'm just going to give you 3 game titles, and then you can say whatever you want to say about it. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Titanfall 3, Outer Worlds 2, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Okay, and why do you think those
Kingdom Come 3, or isn't the 2 already out?
No, there's only the first one.
Okay.
You mean you know which game he's talking about, right? The medieval open world game.
Oh yeah, no, I've got it. I've only played the tutorial, but I thought there was a second game.
No. I do know that there is a rumor that the second game is in development. So, and this was like rumored 2 years ago, because they also didn't release any DLC or anything anymore. So, I'm actually just hoping for a second Kingdom Come Deliverance because I really, really enjoyed the first one, even though it's very hard.
Yeah, I that could happen. That's a good prediction, but I am just questioning who's going to publish that, because that was an indie game first, right? It was kickstarted, I believe.
Yeah.
The first one.
How is the studio called again? Hammer?
Warhorse.
Yeah, Warhorse Studios. Yeah.
And why do you think Outer Worlds 2 is there?
I actually have no idea. I just thought about it, and I was like, yeah, maybe we will see. Because what was the last DLC for the first Outer Worlds? The last one, because
I there are 2 DLCs, but I don't know the names.
They might get a DLC.
I haven't played them.
no. Oh, okay.
Are they good? Have you played them?
Me? No. I haven't. No, I have only played the base game. Yeah, I read something on I think it was on IGN or something that they heard something about Outer Worlds 2 being in development or something like that, and that they also thought that it would be on Summergamefest. So I was like, yeah, because I was thinking about Outer Worlds 2 for quite a while. But then I was like, yeah, who is going to feature it on their shows? I don't see Xbox. Yeah,
It's Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, if it had to be an exclusive, it would be for Xbox, but I don't think that they will go that way. So,
It's made by Obsidian. It is exclusive.
What?
It is exclusive.
Yeah, but I mean the second one.
Yeah, it's exclusive. The second one.
Oh, is it going to be exclusive?
Yes, it's by Obsidian. Obsidian is bought by Xbox.
Oh, yes. But it doesn't mean that it will be an Xbox exclusive, or did they already say it will be?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will be. I'm pretty sure.
Then it really might come, because I think the first few games are always, if they're successful, the first game, and then the second game will also be successful if the first game was good.
Yeah, if the first game was successful and they will make the second one an exclusive, that would be actually quite smart. Yeah.
Well, Microsoft bought that studio for a reason, of course. So
yeah, that's true.
Wait, I think because if they make the second game, it's basically gonna be just a copy from the first game with a little bit extra skins, and that's it.
No, I don't think that they will do it that way.
They'll make so much money from just a little bit of work.
Obsidian isn't really the type of studio to do it that way.
That's EA is the type of stuff you're saying there.
I agree with Kingdom Come Deliverance. I disagree with Outer Worlds. The thing is, Obsidian is busy also with Avowed, and they will show off Avowed earlier.
Okay.
Don't expect anything towards Outer Worlds 2 until next year, maybe even.
Okay, yeah. And Titanfall?
What?
And Titanfall?
Titanfall. I don't think so either. Because Respawn already announced the new Jedi Survivor that they are doing. And they are already busy with another shooter, a Star Wars shooter, I believe. So I think they are too busy.
Is that studio going to be like a Star Wars studio or something then?
Yeah, I don't hope so, because I want Titanfall 3.
Yeah, me too. I actually really loved the first one. I really enjoyed the second one, but the second one was like overshadowed by because it launched at the same time as
same week as Battlefield.
Yeah,
it was a death sentence.
That was it was so sad, because Titanfall 2, I also really enjoyed the campaign,
Yeah, the campaign is really good for Titanfall 2. Was a good campaign.
I think really, I didn't even know when the Titanfall came out at the time, Titanfall 2. And just maybe Battlefield, but...
That was 2017, I think.
I remember that. Maybe the same with Star Wars Battlefront. Oh, no, I think I didn't hear about Star Wars Battlefront 2. But the campaign in Titanfall, is it like Call of Duty also, with similar, or... Is it more like Halo?
It's you basically have do you know how the gameplay works for Titanfall with the Titans? So basically you have your own Titan, and it works a bit like Call of Duty, as in you have these different levels that you go through, but these levels are far more fun. They use the wall running feature in a lot of levels. There's very clever level design. You even have boss fights in the campaign.
Okay.
Against other pilots.
That does sound like a fun thing. Like like a TV show actually you're watching, but or a little bit like Dark Souls stuff.
Yeah, how cool would that be? Like a TV show in Titanfall style.
A TV show?
Making a TV show out of with giant.
How would that work? How would that work though? There isn't a lot of narrative on Titanfall's world, so they would have to make new stuff. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Is there a war between two worlds, or
there's a war between two human factions? I believe that was part of the first game, like a militia faction and a government faction.
Like the Empire versus the
They could make it similar, like what's the anime called? That's also with the Titans and
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan.
No, not Attack on Titan. That's completely
with Max. Do you mean Code Geass?
Code Geass, I think. Yeah, with Zero. Is that him?
That's a good show.
Yeah, they could do it like that. You know, maybe the world is already like so advanced, and there's some rebellion type people with Titans. But then real life, maybe more like still arts. They could make a TV show with just the animations of a game, like they did with the Halo. Some people made their own Halo TV show from just characters walking around in the game.
Do you mean the Machinimas?
The TV show of Halo, or?
Oh, the Halo TV show is live action.
No, I'm talking about the game looks quite realistic anyway. They could just use the game.
Oh, the engine for like TV production.
Yeah, and make it. That's already a story mode. Maybe it's for the Titanfall 3 then.
Yeah, I don't think it will happen though. Sorry to break it to you, Ben. Those are good predictions. I don't really know. The problem is you can see everything at that show.
FIFA 23.
They might as well, you know. These guys
because EA isn't going to do anything, and they will release a new FIFA. It's their money grab. So I think FIFA 23 will also be on Summergamefest.
I put my money on Silent Hill because Kojima is very buddy friends with Jeff Keighley, and BioShock. Anything else? Maybe the Resident Evil 4 remake. I could also see that happen there, or anything Capcom related. Or Baruch, Dragon's Dogma 2.
Oh, really?
Yes.
They released a anniversary, 10 years or something now.
Yes, they have. There is indeed a 10-year anniversary for that game as well. So maybe they will announce the second one soon because of that as well.
Yeah, it would be so cool. There's so much more publicity coming to it because probably people are looking up old games or games similar to Skyrim. And this game, it is like the early version of Zelda, where you can climb a tree or climb enemies where you have stamina.
Monster Hunter, basically. I think it's very reminiscent of Monster Hunter because you were able to climb these boss enemies. Are you able to climb every enemy in?
I think so. Even there's a griffin you can hold on to. It's just that you can also hold on, climb walls and stuff. I think so. I'm not actually sure about climb. No, you can't climb walls. There are ledges and stuff you can climb. There's a little bit of parkour in it. But not the same exactly like Zelda, where you could climb just a mountain straight up.
Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of the first one I played like an hour, and the world was so bland that hurted my experience a bit.
Yeah, but if you compare it to a game like Zelda, it's also still quite bland, isn't it?
No, it isn't. There is something about the world design of
The color.
the color and stuff like that, and how the architecture of that game. Yeah, that gripes me more than you guys. But I found it so boring. Have you ever played Dragon's Dogma, Ben?
No.
No. You should try it. I think you might like it. Maybe.
I remember like being in middle school, like in first or second year, and we had these gaming magazines, and it was like featured in one of them, and I was like really, wow, it seems so cool. But then when you actually get into gaming, you're like 4 years later, and the stuff that was like done very well wasn't that great anymore. So.
It's around the same era of Skyrim, and Skyrim was really a big difference compared to like. I think more people would have played Skyrim than Dragon's Dogma.
Well, Dragon's Dogma is also in style very different. It's more Japanese, of course. Skyrim is open world, quest lines. And Elder Scrolls is a famous franchise from Oblivion and Morrowind. Dragon's Dogma was a new IP, of course. That was a new thing. So not a lot of people knew it back then.
Yeah, it might be because now the 10th anniversary, and before that already, I think its publicity is growing. So maybe now, when a new game comes out and it's announced, maybe the nostalgia from other people, like their advertisement, might make it worthy enough for a second game.
I could see that happen. Dragon's Dogma 2 at the Summergamefest, and I hope, because it's now a next-gen game, maybe that there is more environmental design to it than the first game, and that might take me more into liking it, maybe. So
you might have to play the first one again, or we can play together, kind of. Or
does it have multiplayer?
It doesn't actually have multiplayer, but your character that you play as, it can party with your friends. So if your own character is higher than your friend's character, then that your friend can join your character. Later in the game, the levels take longer. So if you're one level above that, I don't exactly know how the game works, but you could you get other people's characters and their builds of their characters.
Oh yeah, it had like a sharing feature, kind of character sharing, where you were able to take the main character or something from your friend's game as a companion.
Yes, but it would be cooler if they put in the second game that the friend could actually play as well as a multiplayer.
Yeah, that would be
Even just Dragon's Dogma 2, just the same as the first one, but then with multiplayer would be good enough, I think.
I think that's pretty possible. Anything else? Pragmata. That's a new IP from Capcom as well. A sci-fi IP. It looked a little bit like Death Stranding with the trailer, because it had like this guy in a space suit. We still don't know what that game is about, but I'm interested. I could see that appearing here as well, but also on the PlayStation showcase, or like a State of Play live stream. Anything else? Maybe something from the studio that does Mortal Kombat.
Maybe.
The how are they called? NetherRealm Studios that do Injustice and Mortal Kombat.
Pragmata is a game with this woman who has superpowers. Or
No, yeah, it has a little girl with blonde hair and the first trailer at least, and there was a cat. It's a very weird trailer. A cat with where you can see the bones of the cat, like an X-ray vision kind of thing. And there's this dude in the spacesuit walking in a city, and then they are being attacked or something. I don't remember that well. It's a very weird trailer, but it looks pretty cool.
I'm watching some pictures now. It looks like a very realistic game as well, or high quality.
It's a next-gen exclusive, so... I know. We could also see some Xbox things there. Like Hellblade, maybe. Hellblade 2 gameplay had its gameplay presentation at the Game Awards. So I wouldn't be surprised if Xbox is like, hey, here you can have Avowed, or here you can have Hellblade, and the rest is for like our showcase. So
okay, yeah.
The same with PlayStation. They could say like, hey, here's God of War. The rest is at our stuff. So
have you guys actually played Hellblade?
I have it. I own the first one on PlayStation 4, but I never got the chance to start it.
Ben, have you played it at all?
No, never played it.
I've seen videos of it, and it also looks like a very high quality game, but
it's actually a double A game with a smaller budget, but they made it very triple A-esque. It's a very good game from what I know.
A very story-based game, yeah.
Yeah, it has stuff about mental illness, and this woman has something like she has a mental illness, but the combat system is very impactful, from what I know.
Oh yeah, no, isn't it, if you die or something, it's like a permanent effect on the character. Oh, but you can still carry on, but you can't die so many times, or
I don't know. I've never played it, so I won't have any clue.
Oh, right.
You guys have anything?
No.
Not for
Xbox showcase predictions.
Yes,
yeah.
The big one. For this one, let's make it a competition. All right. Then the guy who has the most things right will like win, I suppose. Well,
yeah, but I think like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 things that we all have.
Yeah, probably.
Stalker, Starfield, State of Decay, and Avowed.
Let's maybe we should do that competition for a different time.
Yeah.
Let's make a I think it's better if we do a what's it called?
Podcast?
No, a
That's what we do now.
No, a what? A bingo card or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But outside of the podcast maybe. And then in the next podcast we'll mention who wins.
Okay, let's say then the games that we...
Because you guys also have to do more research. I think. We make this podcast very fast and we didn't have much time to do research. I know a lot of stuff out of my head, but you guys don't, so that's really not fair. Let's just talk about what we can see. You were talking before the podcast about Halo, right, Baruch?
Yes, the new Halo game, because there's a TV show.
I saw a trademark for Halo the Endless. So I think we could see a DLC, some type of add-on for Halo Infinite, because Halo Infinite is this live service game that they will continue to support over the coming years, normally, if it's successful. I could see a DLC for that. I don't think that's weird.
I don't know why there would be is a DLC with plus single player?
Yeah, it's only a DLC for the single player, for the story part.
Because
I think.
I don't know if lots of people will buy that for Halo.
Why not?
Maybe, yeah, exactly. Why not? But it's story anyway.
It's open world, huh? The new. Halo,
I didn't know.
Infinite.
It's like Borderlands and kind of a little bit, or more like Far Cry.
No. It's a Halo game that's open world. How can I say that? If you've played a Halo game in the past, you know how the combat works. And in the old Halo games, it's linear. You have a linear path, but they just have big open zones now, and you can traverse with a vehicle from point A to point B for a side quest, for instance. But those side quests were pretty boring, to be honest. I just did the main storyline, and that was fun. So there isn't really any reason for it to be open world. They just made it open world because other games are open world now.
Yeah, maybe it's... is it played on the Ring?
Yes, on a new ring, the Zeta Halo, I believe it's called.
Okay. It looks quite cool, but...
The Endless was teased also in the campaign, if you've played the game I did. And they teased it as maybe a new enemy faction that you could encounter, maybe something like the Flood. I remember the first time when I saw the Flood, that was so scary. That's a very iconic moment in video games.
Wait, so in Halo there's also monkeys. Monkeys?
Yeah, that's the Banished.
The reptilians?
That's part of the Covenant. The Banished are the apes. Those are the main faction enemies that you face in Halo Infinite.
Okay.
The Covenant are these little aliens and the reptiles.
Mm-hmm. And those two are actually also two different factions that are working together.
Yeah, they are two different factions, but they work together.
And the apes, they also work together with the Covenant.
Yeah, they don't work together with the humans, but with the Covenant.
Yeah.
But I believe at some point, they take over the Covenant. Even.
Maybe. Oh, I don't know actually, but it would be cool.
Yeah, my Halo lore knowledge is not that big, so...
What are these new guys called again?
The Endless.
The Endless, are they going to be also, do you think, maybe as powerful as the other?
I think they are more like the Flood. Not like a zombie race, but like a...
Okay.
Because in Halo you have the Flood, and you have that advanced race, the robots.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are called.
The ones that take over humans. Or that take over the enemy.
Yeah, those are the Flood. They take over the hosts of the dead bodies.
One technological, and one of them was with the fungi.
Yeah, the Flood are basically a defense mechanism for the Halo ring. They are like a virus that activates when the ring is activated. That's the weapon, shall I say.
I thought the ring was to destroy the Flood.
No, the ring is the host of the Flood, shall I say, just.
Okay.
I believe. Yeah, so my Halo knowledge isn't that great either. I could be wrong. But I think there could be a DLC for Halo.
If it's an open world game, I also think maybe that's possible instead of a new game.
Yeah, I think they will just reuse the assets for Infinite. That's quicker as well.
If they're gonna bring a new faction, they might as well make a new game. Because people would buy that.
Yeah, I think it's a live service game, so they want to support Halo Infinite for a long time, just like Destiny is.
Oh, with multiplayer and okay.
Yeah. And single player. They want to expand the single player and the multiplayer.
It's like Call of Duty. All the Warzone, it has all the guns from all the other Call of Duties that I've joined in. And if you level them up in multiplayer, you also level them up in Warzone. Maybe the Halo wants to do something like this.
Yeah. So I could see Halo. Starfield, yes, big one. I also wanted to talk about the Starfield delay because that's pretty impactful. Microsoft or Xbox doesn't have now anything for this year. No exclusives. But what probably will happen is that they will announce like a new Forza, a motorsport, not the Horizon one, the open world one, but the motorsport Forza one. But there are no almost no exclusives now for Xbox this year, and that's big
pretty
problem.
sad.
That's I think that's a very big problem. Not just for the fact that there's nothing to play, but also for Game Pass, because Game Pass is reliant on new exclusives getting, and that's how Game Pass grows. So they have to make third-party deals now for Game Pass. Sorry, Ben, did you want to say something?
Yeah, when it got announced, when it got clear that Xbox wouldn't have any exclusives anymore this year, this month was the first time that Xbox had more people unsubscribing from Game Pass than people subscribing on Game Pass.
Yeah, that's pretty logical because there isn't anything coming, so why would they stay? So
not much, no.
And I want competition. I didn't. The impact from this delay is too big. Now, everything is side-loaded to 2023. Now, because of this, 2023 will be very big, but it's not as spread out anymore. And Xbox wants to go to a system where they can have a quarterly exclusive releasing. That's their plan. That's their big game plan. That they have now so many studios, first-party studios, that they can release an exclusive every quarter. So, why do you guys think Starfield and Redfall are delayed? And they're both delayed. That's the weirdest thing. Not just Starfield and not just Redfall.
Maybe some internal problems within the studios.
I found this so weird because Todd Howard said in all those interviews, yes, we wrote that release date in ink and we were very sure. Like, is he not aware of his own game? Or how the development is? I mean...
Yeah, or maybe the quality control, or how do you call it, within games. Like that Microsoft wasn't really convinced that the games were in a near-ish polished, ready state to be delivered or something like that.
Yeah, maybe they want no bugs. Periods.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just there's no uniqueness yet. But I think Starfield might be delayed because they're waiting for the other space game to release more things and just copy it from them. What's the other famous space game that got kickstarted?
That's
No Man's Sky or what?
Not No Man's Sky, the other one with
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen.
But that's not how game development works, Baruch.
No, but I think Starfield is gonna take some ideas from Star Citizen.
I think it's more like the way around, Star Citizen is going to steal things from
Starfield.
Well,
yeah, Star Citizen is still being built. The Starfield.
Yeah, but that game is being built for over 10 years already. So.
Yeah, but I think a lot of features from
Star Citizen is just vaporware. That will never release. Star Citizen will never release.
Yeah, true.
And Redfall,
Yeah, Redfall. I've seen from rumors and leaks that Redfall is already in a testing phase. People are actually playing it, and Redfall is basically, for if you don't know what this game is going to be, it's basically a vampire Borderlands thing.
Oh, whoa.
So it's open world with vampires and shooting, from what I know. With the I think it has the Borderlands style of looter shooter gameplay. But it's made by the same guys that do this Dishonored, Arcane, and Deathloop. Have you guys ever played Dishonored? It's a really good game.
Dishonored, yeah.
Not so much.
First one. Second one I didn't.
Second one is also really good. There's a that game has brilliant level design. It's crazy. I will always remember in Dishonored 2 the Clockwork Mansion level, where you have to do all these puzzles to get to the target, and it's such a clever level design, and you can get to your target in multiple ways, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
and all sneaky and stuff.
Yes, you have these powers that you can teleport and control NPCs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've seen an achievement where you something where you do only stealth, never detected. Is that possible? Do you think?
Yeah, it's a stealth game, so
too difficult. But it's still, aren't there sometimes when it's too difficult to do stealth?
Yeah, if you get spotted, you can get into combat, but the game is mainly a stealth game. If you get spotted, the smart thing to do is hide or get away from the enemy, because they can kill you pretty easy.
Mm-hmm. There may be an achievement where you where you're never spotted. I think that's what I saw. But
yeah, that could be. But it's by the same developers who do that game. So, and the Deathloop was. Have you guys played Deathloop?
Nope.
No,
it's not that great.
Yeah.
It's so sad, because I love this developer. They are very good, but they did some weird design choices with Deathloop that were just not great. So I hope that they do good design choices for Redfall. So everyone also thought that Redfall, that was very funny that it would be Elder Scrolls 6 in the trademarks, because of the fact that it would be Imperial related. And then we saw the announcement, oh no, it's nothing with Elder Scrolls, it's a totally different game. So it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
So that's in testing phase, but that game never got a release date. So they just delayed it internally. I found that delay so strange. I think it's because of what you said, Ben, the fact that Microsoft has a higher bar for quality control, and we know how buggy Bethesda games can be.
Oh, yeah.
So Skyrim and Fallout, they can be very buggy. So that's the reason probably why it's delayed. But I think we will get of gameplay, that they already confirmed that that we will see gameplay, but they will just give a new date. I believe they will just say, okay, now it's March for Starfield, for instance, and maybe May for Redfall, for instance. Okay, so I think they will show up with gameplay for both games, so that's pretty interesting. Another game that we will see, Avowed. I'm very sure of that. I saw rumors from Jeff Grubb. He is a very reliable insider that's always right. He's saying that the development for that game is going very well, so well that it might release in the first quarter of 2023.
No, okay.
So but Obsidian they are just they are crazy. They have so many projects that they're working on now. They got that new game that we discussed before the podcast. We could also see that at this showcase. And I think that game might release this year for Xbox, so that Xbox still has something.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have Avowed, which is the Elder Scrolls competitor. They have Outer Worlds 2, which will be a bigger scale scope than the first one. And there are rumors for a Fallout game, again by Obsidian. They made New Vegas. And New Vegas, I can tell you, that's the best Fallout game in existence.
They made a remake? Or?
No, and probably a new one.
They made New Vegas,
Like a new Vegas, maybe New Vegas 2. Or a different city.
Aren't Obsidian also the makers of Pillar of Eternity?
Yes. Avowed will be in that universe.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it will be in the Pillars of Eternity universe, but it will be fully bigger budgets, like an Elder Scrolls type of experience.
Oh, okay.
So that's the cool thing. I don't think it will be one-to-one to an Elder Scrolls, because Obsidian is more focused on choice and consequence in their games.
Yeah.
While Elder Scrolls is more focused on exploration and side quests and stuff like that. So I think it will be like an Elder Scrolls, but then even more story focused and choice and consequence focused. You can look at the first Outer Worlds, like how they did that, and New Vegas, to get an idea of how they like to develop their RPGs. They will do a gameplay presentation for that, I'm sure.
Okay.
That's probably my most anticipated one next to Starfield.
Yeah,
it would have a good story mode then, if they have all the options. So.
Yeah, have you never played New Vegas?
No.
I really recommend it, Baruch. It's my favorite Fallout game.
Is that the one where you can kill everyone and still complete the game? Or?
Yes.
All right.
It has so many options. You can be evil, and you can join different factions, and it has so many things you can, pathways, shall I say, to complete the game. Outer Worlds also did that. You can defeat Outer Worlds while killing everyone.
All right. Yeah, this is a feature that all the games that should have.
It's very hard to make, because you have to make all these consequences, and it's the hardest form of RPGs to make. So I get that. So the gameplay might be scaled down from Elder Scrolls, maybe because of that. We shall see.
Yeah, really. If one person dies and all the people connected to that person, they would have to have a different response to, or different questions for your character.
Yeah, they all do that stuff. So that's really cool.
Yeah, maybe it's too much work for the story writers, but maybe someone like the writer from Game of Thrones could have done it for. Is it? I think that's maybe something for him then, like the Dark Souls game that he made. What's it called?
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. You can probably also kill all the characters in that game. But
Elden Ring is
not so much story.
No, it's not story focused. So the guy that wrote Game of Thrones only wrote the lore for Elden Ring. He didn't do much besides that.
Like the magic or
the descriptions of certain enemies, stuff like that. He didn't make the story or something for Elden Ring. So he did. I think. Right. I'm not sure. He didn't do a lot, from what I know.
Did you guys play it at all then? Ben, did you play it?
Played?
Did you play? What's it called now? I forgot the...
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. Oh, yeah, but like for a few hours, and then I didn't really feel it.
Wait, you said you liked it.
Yeah,
What
like in
happened?
the first few hours, but that I hate the fact that every time you use like the resting place, all the enemies respawn and you have to do all that shit again. So
Yeah,
I was like
that's Souls.
frustrated.
That's Souls.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but if that wouldn't happen, maybe a solution for that would be it would make the world completely empty eventually. But maybe a system where they just respawn after like 5 days or something, or that there's an actual in-game time where they would respawn.
Yeah.
Maybe.
yeah, that's a common Souls mechanic that enemies respawn back in the world if you save,
Yeah, but
I believe.
Yeah, but it's just like very because there was this like one piece that you fight like a boss and then you have to go through another like lane of enemies. So I defeated the boss and then I was like, okay, now I'm going to like rest first to regain health and then like the boss respawns. So nah.
Complete. Oh.
Yeah, that's why one of the reasons I'm not into Souls games either. You should try Star Wars Fallen Order. That one is far more manageable.
I actually did play it, but then I got stuck somewhere and like never finished it.
That's too bad. It's a good game, I can tell you.
Yeah.
So, what were we talking about? Outer Worlds or
maybe.
Avowed or
About you.
yeah. So I could see Avowed definitely there. Hellblade 2 as well. It got its gameplay reveal at the Game Awards a half a year ago, so we will probably see a release date for that or like an update. Do you guys have any stuff?
We talked about Fallout.
I don't expect Fallout.
A simulation game.
Huh?
Like a simulator game, like a flight simulator.
Oh, like a sequel for Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Or a farm simulator. Or...
I don't know. Could happen.
That's also Microsoft Windows.
Yeah, that's true. The flight simulator is.
Yeah, I did play it. And actually do still sometimes, but the game is so big, it takes up a lot of space on your disk.
It's a total world recreation, so
Yeah.
you can fly past your house.
Yeah, I did. You can see your own house. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's yeah. And okay, another game is Sea of Thieves. We already talked on that.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of
New one,
Thieves.
then.
That it might come for the game, the Xbox, the show.
Okay.
It's only come out recently, or
The devs of Sea of Thieves Rare, they are making a new game. I totally forgot about it. Everwild, it's called. But they never showed... it's really long in development, but I believe it's in development hell. They showed a trailer very long ago, like three years ago or something. And no one knows what it's about. It has animals and stuff like that. It looks really cool. But it's by the same guys that do Sea of Thieves. So we might see maybe an update on that, but I don't think so.
I think it will be like a puzzle game, or maybe some kind of easy game, just to play around and see a visual kind of world.
Maybe, yeah. But no one really knows what it is. So maybe it's an open world hunter game with these like animals. I don't know. It is. Could be puzzle related or something.
I think okay, and then Sunset Overdrive. Have you guys must have heard of it?
Yeah, it's a really good game. But one thing with that, Sunset Overdrive is now owned by PlayStation because...
Oh my god.
Yes, because of the fact that they bought Insomniac. Insomniac
Okay.
were the original developers of Sunset Overdrive, and was
So
it?
there won't be any actually in the showcase.
No, you could maybe see a Sunset Overdrive 2, but that would be then a PlayStation game. But Insomniac is very busy with a new Spider-Man and Wolverine as well. So don't expect ever Sunset Overdrive sequel.
Wait, maybe they will mention a Sunset Overdrive, a PlayStation version on the Xbox show. That they might start working together.
How would that work though?
Completely not. But if they, it's a Xbox exclusive. But if they moved on to PlayStation, they say, let's mention this before we go. Or so, I don't know. We're making a PlayStation remake of Sunset Overdrive and a 2 as well. So
the Xbox fans would just sit there and be like, "What the heck is this?" Yeah, Sunset Overdrive. No, that's PlayStation exclusive now.
Gears of War.
Gears of War. Yes. I know there's a new one in development, but don't expect it. It's not going to be there.
Okay.
That will take more time.
That's the last one that came
out.
2020.
Elder Scrolls 6 as well. Do not expect Elder Scrolls 6, of course not. This is so stupid because Starfield gets delayed. It also delays Elder Scrolls even further.
Do you think the same workers or the same programmers and designers are working on both games?
They have their own team, a small team, but at some point, what happens is when Starfield is done and released, the main team of Starfield will move to Elder Scrolls 6. That's how it usually works. And then Elder Scrolls 6 goes into full development. And then a small team gets made again for the next game after Elder Scrolls 6. So for instance, Fallout 5 or something. They will work on Fallout 5 in pre-production with a small team. So they move... There are two teams separately working, but that small team doesn't make big strides in any way.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, they're probably creating concepts and game ideas and trying to figure out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
New mechanics or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I as an Elder Scrolls fan, I'm so sad. It's more than 10 years if Elder Scrolls 6 comes out. It's already now 10 to 11 years. Maybe, now at this moment.
Maybe Dragon's Dogma will come out and Dragon's Dogma came out I think after Skyrim.
Yes, 2012, I believe.
It's a complete different. They're complete different studios.
But there's something has to change with the Bethesda way of how they make games. Their games are too big for doing them multiple, like in co-development. They have to give their franchise to someone else, like Obsidian. They will have to give Fallout to someone else, because otherwise you will not see a new Fallout game until 2030, 2031.
Yeah, I mean...
That's not fair for the Fallout fan base.
But in the meantime, they're making so many games anyway. They're selling so many games and DLCs and stuff that...
You cannot let these fans wait for more than a decade. That's just... You cannot do that. So... What do you think, Ben, on waiting these 10-year gaps in between games?
I think it's a good cause. Yes. It's called building up hype.
Okay, now the real answer.
I don't even understand how a fan base can cope with this, and how they actually even accept the fact that they have to wait for more like 7, 8, 9,
10
10
plus.
years.
10 plus.
Yeah, for a new game in their franchise. So if I was like a big Fallout fan, I would be hella mad. And I'm a big Elder Scrolls fan, and I'm actually really pissed. But yeah, I mean, what are we going to do? If like 10 people say something about it, they don't care. But if their whole fan base is like, yo, you really have to do something about it, then maybe they could change it.
They would not even care if people start burning their CDs, the Skyrim games or Fallout games. They'd say, the people will just have to buy new ones. More people will buy them again, or it'll just be more publicity.
Well, the thing is, they made Fallout 76 as a response of, hey, you can play this in time, but Fallout 76 is so bad. And no one is, and there are so many fans who do not like the multiplayer stuff, and they want only a single player Fallout game. You cannot see Fallout 76 as a appetizer for here, like, now wait a few years. You know, and the same goes for Elder Scrolls Online, even though Elder Scrolls Online is a better game. There are so many Elder Scrolls fans that I know that don't like Elder Scrolls Online and that just want a proper Elder Scrolls game. So it's not the same experience. So yeah, it's a sad situation, and they will change it. I believe they will change the way that they develop that stuff. They will give Fallout to a different studio like Obsidian to do New Vegas, for instance, like a new single player game.
I think a big company that's they're too big to fail, so they kind of don't care anymore at the end. And if they give it to a small company that really cares about it, they might fail actually. Or I don't know. If they give it to a small experienced company, they could maybe do something with it really cool.
Obsidian already proved that they can make an Elder Scrolls game, or give it to In Exile. In Exile are the original Fallout developers before Bethesda bought the IP. Fallout 1 and 2 were games that were made by In Exile, or at least those developers. Speaking of In Exile, they also have a new game. And it's a steampunk open world game. That's also very curious, but I don't think we will see it now. It's too early, I think.
Okay. Yep.
Have you guys ever played Wasteland?
Nope.
No? Baruch, you?
No, I don't. Maybe I've seen it. Oh no, I've also not played it.
Wasteland is basically the spiritual successor to Fallout. So it has the more Fallout 1 and 2 gameplay from top down. It's also an RPG. I think is it turn based? I could be wrong.
It is. Like, I think it might be like XCOM as well.
Yeah, something like that. But it's from what I've heard, those games are very good. If I ever get the chance to play Wasteland 3, and very good reviews and stuff like that. So
okay, yeah.
There's actually a giant list of games I should make of such good games. The new games that have come out, like the Halo Infinite. It sounds like such a cool game, open world Halo.
Yeah, it has no reason to be open world though. I can tell you. It's a good game, and it has very fun gameplay, but there is no reason for an open world, to be honest. So, but it's a good game. You should play it.
The multiplayer is for free, so I can start with that.
I thought only for Game Pass. Or I could
No, I think it's free on PC.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know. Another game. The next game by Compulsion. They made We Happy Few. Do you guys remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
It's like BioShock, but then with like the drugs that they have to take. The game wasn't very well received. It got mixed reviews. I do own it myself, but I never got to play it. They are also working on a new game that's Xbox exclusive. So we could see that one. I've seen rumors for that.
Okay, yeah.
Happy Few too.
Also, Wolfenstein 3. There's I saw leaks for a. I know that the Machine Games they are making Wolfenstein, but they are already busy with Indiana Jones. We could see an update towards Indiana Jones, but Wolfenstein as well. So they teased Wolfenstein even a very long time ago when they announced the standalone DLC for it. That was very bad, that game. Youngblood, I believe. Don't play Youngblood. That's a bad game. Play Wolfenstein New Order. That's really good. And Colossus, the second one, was really good. Have you guys ever played Wolfenstein?
A little bit, yeah.
With the Nazi shooting. It should be up your alley, Ben.
Yeah. I did play it a little bit, but I didn't finish one of them. So
it's a very fun game, and maybe a new Doom by id Studio, like an announcement maybe. That's all I can think of. Okay. So, do you guys have anything else?
No, I mentioned everything I had in my list. So.
Stalker 2, you did you mentioned Stalker, but a long time ago.
Stalker 2, of course that game has development problems because the studio is in Ukraine. I've got news from it that they are back working on the game. They moved probably to the Czech Republic. But the development for that game has restarted. They originally had a release date for December, but they are never going to make it.
It's also game based in Russia, though.
Yes.
So
now, it's in Chernobyl, I think. Chernobyl is Ukraine or not?
No, it's Russia, I think. I'm not sure. I don't actually know.
No, Chernobyl is, I think, in Ukraine.
Chernobyl, yeah, it's in Ukraine.
So that game looks really cool, though. I never played Stalker, but it really reminds me of Metro. Metro games are very good. They were the same. The guys that do Metro were the same guys that did Stalker. They made a new studio. So I'm pretty interested in that. If it's going to make, I don't think it's going to make this year. It will probably be delayed, unfortunately. Are you looking forward to that, Ben? Stalker 2?
Yeah, I actually put it on my wish list on Xbox.
Yeah,
and I think will it release on Game Pass? I think it.
Yes.
Will. Yeah.
It's exclusive as well, so.
Yeah, I probably will be playing it.
Have you guys ever played the first Stalkers or?
Nope.
Just a little bit, and I've seen a friend play it, and he also told me stories about. He hyped the game up a lot, saying there's like. I can't remember, but also these little things that in the game, in the world, that just randomly happen. I think it's like Skyrim or. No, it's not like Skyrim. Not made events. I think it's more like. I don't know exactly. I haven't really played it a lot to know what the story is like, or if there actually is a story. Or
there is. It's about the like the Chernobyl stuff, the radiation, and I think there are also like factions. I believe. I could be wrong.
I know you can choose where you want to start, which close to what faction, I think, and then you're friends with these people or not friends with these other factions. And if you want to go through the world, you have to find different routes. But the world is also where not completely open world. There are you do travel from city to city through some places, and like you don't. Oh no, it does have a very big open world, but it does have parts where it's just you go through a city and then you enter another city, I think. Or,
it's basically the Russian Fallout, I suppose.
Yeah.
A bit. I do believe Stalker 2 is fully open world though, from what I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that I look forward to that. It looks really cool.
Yeah, it says it's about to release this year.
Yeah, I don't think so. They will delay it to. I don't think the delay will be big, but I think it will be 2 months, maybe 3. Or maybe it's not getting delayed. We shall see. They will maybe give like a new date, like with the trailer, I suppose. Also, another game replaced the indie cyberpunk indie game that looked very cool, but it also got delayed pretty recently. It was also supposed to be in cyberpunk inspired a pixel art game. And it's an indie game. It was exclusive to Xbox. And there is another cyberpunk game, indie game, which is called The Last Night. We haven't heard anything on that in 4 years or something. That's also Xbox exclusive. Both look really cool. I hope we get updates towards both of them. But
yeah.
What's it called? I think if it gets delayed, it might even get released for free, Stalker. So someone might, because they have to move their whole studio, it might be difficult for them, or...
Nah, that's never going to be free.
No, it wasn't there... I can't remember what game it was, but within the first week or something, it got cracked, and people could download it for free. Or could torrent it. Do you know what game I'm talking about? Which was like really unsecured or...
No.
Wait, what game are you talking about?
There was this game that got released, and then within the first week or something, people could torrent it for free.
No idea. I think like you can torrent every game if you want to.
Even after first release for free, I think at first these people had to like crack the game or something. Some
games have better security software than others. The Nouveau is a DRM software that's pretty hard to crack. So those games that use the Nouveau don't tend to be cracked in the first week. It might take like 2 to 3 weeks. But most of the time, every game, single player game gets cracked. So from what I know.
I think
not that I download them, but...
No. We do not.
We are nice boys, right?
Yes.
Ben?
Yes.
I think it was Cyberpunk, maybe, but even, or maybe another game. It's something similar to that, or around that time. I think
I have no idea.
Did Cyberpunk get? Doesn't matter. Maybe one time I'll find it.
Have you guys heard of the Cyberpunk leak?
No.
The DLC leaked already. It's but it didn't leak fully because it's missing files and stuff like that, so we don't have a full picture on what happens. But I know there's like a new ending, and that plays part in the main storyline that you can use. And there is the DLC takes place in the fighting zone, which is Pacifica, I believe. If you've ever played Cyberpunk, you know
The desert.
which thing it is, environment. And you're supposed, you can, but most of the DLC, apparently they are going to mute Johnny Silverhand, of course, because they don't have the budget anymore to have Keanu Reeves voice act. So all the budgets probably went towards the developing the DLC.
Maybe they can just use his old script and stuff.
Maybe, but I don't think they will. And it's supposed to... if you have ever played Cyberpunk, you have this chip, and the story of the game is that you die. There is supposed to be a way to remove the chip in the DLC, from what I know. And then there is a new ending that ties in with the main storyline. That's all I know from the leak, at least. So that's pretty interesting.
Maybe that's something really... That's what they probably did, you know, when they first made the game. They had the idea, this is what people would have really wanted, but didn't give it in the first game. And then the DLC for a little bit extra topping on the pizza.
Oh, we are talking so long that it's...
Oh, wait. It would be cool. Imagine if they release a TV show from Cyberpunk.
That's already happening. And it's an anime.
Okay.
Cyber Edge or something. Cyberpunk Edge Runners, it's called.
With Keanu Reeves.
No, I don't think it has Keanu Reeves. They don't have the budget for that, to put Keanu in it. It's by the same studio that did the Trigger anime. It's called Trigger. Have you ever seen Soul Reaver? Soul? Something with Soul. It's an anime. Yeah, Ben doesn't know what we're talking about, but maybe Baruch. Soul Reavers or something. Soul. Anyway, I don't remember. It's a famous studio, anime studio that's making it. It's airing on Netflix. We will get a trailer for that as well this month, I believe. So that's pretty cool. They said in an investors call with CD Projekt Red that they will begin the marketing cycle for the DLC expansion. So that will happen soon this summer. And they will also release new updates for the main game.
Soul Reaver or which?
I don't know. It's something called with Soul. I can't remember. I will look it up for you after the podcast.
We can put it in the podcast as well as a little video.
I think also Kill la Kill. You know Kill la Kill?
Is that with the woman?
Yes, with the woman and the big boobs and the clothes that suck blood or something.
Oh, I know, it's anime. I thought it was the other one.
Yeah, anime.
The one with the shooting gun and stuff with the woman. We talked about this last podcast, but
no, Kill la Kill is about a girl that goes to school and she has this rivalry with another girl, and they have special clothes that suck their blood for power or something. It's a pretty weird plot, but it's a fun action show. So it's the same studio, I believe. Anyway, do you guys have anything to add to the Xbox conversation?
No.
All right. The only thing I had written down, if there are going to be any games that are that you think will get delayed, because we have had so many games. I made a video on Ace Ice 2022 might be the best year for gaming yet, and that video didn't age well. Zelda Breath of the Wild got delayed, Starfield got delayed, Redfall got delayed, and there are still some things in it that still stand, like God of War and Hogwarts Legacy for now. But which games do you think might get delayed?
I just read that Fortnite Season 3 is delayed.
Oh my god, how
Yes,
unfortunate.
Just like 5 minutes ago.
There's a new trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet dropping tomorrow.
That's going to be delayed as well. Everything you see is going to be delayed.
I just read that on Twitter now. I'm hyped for that. No, but on a serious note, maybe I could see Hogwarts Legacy delayed.
When was it?
No?
I don't think it will be delayed, Hogwarts Legacy. No.
They didn't give a release date last time, but yeah, maybe not. No, I don't hope so.
Nah. Yeah, what is going to be delayed? Stalker 2 is going to be delayed.
Yeah, I don't think Stalker is going to make it. I said Final Fantasy 16, but that's a 50-50 chance that what will happen is they will say, hey, the game is almost done, but it's a March release date for next year, or it will be released for this year in November. So it's more like a 50-50 thing. We know that the game is almost done, so that one could be 2023. I could see Forspoken getting delayed again as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. I don't think God of War is locked. That's not going to get delayed. If God of War gets delayed, I'm going to be pissed off. There's nothing left in this year almost. Then this year is depressing.
Pretty bad, It's pretty bad. Bit depressing.
I think Hogwarts Legacy, it has no release date yet. So it has to be announced soon. Or at least announced that it's going to be released next year.
Yeah, that they said in the previous gameplay thing, they said a fall release, so that means October, November kind of time frame.
Because if the things that they're showing, it looks like they've already created the world, but just have to put the NPCs and people in it, and they haven't shown any mechanics or.
No, it's far further along than that in bug fixing state.
Oh really? Okay, then it might be released this year.
No, it will release this year. But the question is it going to be ready for this year with bug fixing? It will. If it gets delayed, it won't be far. It will be like a February thing or something. Well, it will be or March. It's not. They are not going to be like, hey, Hogwarts Legacy is delayed indefinitely and it's releasing like a year later. That would be very bad. No.
I'm just looking now at the company, and I think it's since 1995, so about 27 years old, the company. And
what you mean, the studio?
For the Hogwarts Legacy, yeah, the studio.
The developers Avalanche, I believe, Avalanche Studio.
And video games known for Disney. Oh no.
I think they made Disney games in the past.
Yeah.
Disney Infinity or something?
Disney Infinity, Cars, and...
My knowledge is so big. That's
they also made
a little eco stroke.
Mortal Kombat. Not many big games in the last few years. Maybe this is all they've been working on, so...
Yeah. The Hogwarts Legacy was rumored so long ago. Ben remembers that. There was a leak for like a trailer in a Walmart or something, and that got leaked, and they didn't show anything towards the game, and then like 3 years later they showed it. It's very weird. It was a very weird leak.
It's really the first leak was it? When was this?
It's long ago, like 4 years ago, or 5 even.
2017 or?
Yeah, it's long ago, 2017 or 2018.
Before Corona, that.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe before when the first leak was announced, maybe they were already making it. So now it's been so long that now they're showing a little more leaks or giving us more teasers.
Yeah, I think I don't think we will see many delays. I think the delays have happened.
Yeah.
I think Hogwarts Legacy will stay. My only question is Final Fantasy 16, will that make it? That's the only thing I hope. So, I think we've done everything.
Yeah.
Or anything else that you want to guys talk about?
No, I've done everything on my to talk list. So.
Okay. Well, we had fun, right? So
Sure. Yeah.
You too, Baruch?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun there also. I'm sorry I didn't talk so much this time, but...
That's not... you did a pretty good job. I think you actually talked more than Ben.
Yeah.
But last time, Ben, you watched the podcast as well?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh man, so long, 3 hours that...
Yeah, but I put it up in I listened in the background, or when I'm gaming or doing stuff.
You heard the drama stuff?
The what stuff?
The drama stuff.
No.
We were shit talking about you in like the middle of somewhere. I left it in, I think.
I think I was going to take over your job, but at the end of it, or when I rewatched it myself, oh man, I'm not a good assistant host. I have to be.
Okay.
But I see that you're getting better at it. So it's just if you do it more times, you'll get better at it anyway.
Ben or Max, at least I think it's also because Ben is here.
That might be, yeah.
Ben is more experienced, and I can work off you guys. You guys have done video stuff and stuff before.
Yeah.
True.
All right. Thank you, Ben.
I will try to get Todd Howard for the next one.
Yeah. That's being arranged. Yeah.
Maybe if we can just even find an impersonator of Todd Howard.
I'm going to question him
Chinese
when the fuck Elder Scrolls 6 comes.
Yeah.
You know, there's this Chinese Elon Musk. Maybe there's a Chinese Todd Howard. And it might not be so expensive.
AliExpress.
Yeah, I searched. Ben was there, I think, with me. I searched once Todd Howard on AliExpress, and the things you could buy with Todd Howard's face on it, like bed sheets with his face on them.
Underwear.
Underwear. I am going to buy. I want to make a video for YouTube when I'm going to buy all that stuff to unbox that.
Yeah.
That would make for such a fun video.
I think it's unique as well. No one has done that before.
Yeah.
Wait,
that's trademarked by me.
Yeah. Cut this out. Okay. Or patent it now.
I'm still going to buy that cardboard cutout.
Yeah. For the studio.
Yeah. Of Todd Howard. But Todd Howard has been on my shit list now after the Starfield delay, so he has to
redeem himself.
Redeem himself, be on stage at the conference next showcase next week, or is it in 2 weeks now? I think.
Yeah.
And excuse himself. I want 16 times the detail in Starfield. Yeah, we always have fun with Todd Howard.
16 times the detail.
He's just such a funny dude.
He is.
Yeah. And he always wears that leather jacket to the showcase.
It's trademark.
It's trademark, the leather jacket, yeah. So
it's the same as Elon Musk, this guy.
he had
Why are you always talking about Elon Musk?
he had an interview with Elon on E3.
Oh.
Have you ever watched that, Baruch?
No, I'm gonna watch it now, but
They talked together about their favorite games, and Elon was a big fan of Fallout, I believe.
Oh, I see. Oh, you're both wearing these jackets, you know?
He's also wearing one?
And not a leather one, but he's wearing a jacket.
Ah, okay.
Something similar to that.
So, that's all we have for the Ace Ice podcast. We'll see when we will do the next one. Maybe if PlayStation announces their big showcase, we might do, of course, a prediction one for that one. But for now, that's all we have. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you enjoy your day. Visit our social medias, of course, and the website you can't anymore because it's offline. We will also update you guys when the website ever goes back online if Ben has found a solution. Of course, if you are interested in working with us for recruitment, mention us, hit us up on email or social media. You can find us easily, or even email me through Get Rekt, and I will mention it to Ben. That's all we have. Thank you guys for listening. Maybe give us a like, that would be really, really cool, and subscribe on YouTube, because YouTube is still going on for Ace Ice. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Have a good one, guys. Bye.
See you later, guys.
Bye-bye.